Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Alpha Wolf 23RD-L. This is an awesome couples model. It has a fantastic layout, and they have some amenities and features that you don't see in a lot of travel trailers, especially in the mid-range. Let's start off right back here. You'll see that you have kind of this love seat sofa in the back. It is quite comfortable. It's a leatherette, so it's easy to clean. You don't have to worry about it, any kind of stains or anything setting into a cloth. It's also a tri-fold sofa, so if you have guests that want to come and stay the night, you can fold this out, and this will accommodate 2 adults. You'll see on both sides you have end tables there, which is great. So you have a spot in which you can set your beverage down. You can put your computer there, tablet. You also have regular outlets on both sides, as well as dual USB ports. They recognize that more and more people are bringing electronics, when they're out camping or spending time with the family, because, hey, they can be a lifesaver on a rainy day. So they give you the places in which you can plug them in. You have the decorative wall sconces here as well, which, add a little bit of flair as well as help brighten the place up. LED lights here underneath. Storage all the way across the top. They have the fluted glass on there, and then you can see that it is pretty decent storage. Moving over into the slide out. This is really what helps open this space up. You have the freestanding dinette right here. I like the dinette. It has kind of like a rustic wood look to it, kind of following that residential trend. And I think it's a really cool table. It's a very unique piece compared to what I've seen in a lot of other RVs out there. And because it is freestanding, it's perfect in a couples model because it is a little bit of an upgraded look, a little bit classier, if you will. Plus, it gives you a lot of space to be able to move in and out. It's easier to maneuver into a freestanding table, and you do have a little bit of storage here underneath the seats. Now, it's not a ton, but it is good for like a placemat. I've even seen people that put like some playing cards in there, maybe paper plates, things like that. But either way, that is pretty great. If you take a look at the windows as well, this is something that's really cool that, again, you generally don't see in this level of travel trailers. You have roller shades, folks. I love roller shades just because they work so well. They do a great job of not only blocking out the light during the day so you can sleep in a little, they obviously give you privacy as well. And they don't tend to have near as many problems, not unlike your tension ones, which sometimes have, one side will go down, the other side won't, or when you have your normal blinds, they kind of start to bend and break. Roller shades tend to have a lot less problems, so I like the fact that they were able to put those in here. You'll also see the entertainment center right here, which is on an angle, so you can put your TV here. The thing I love about this is, especially if you have a swing arm, it gives you a lot of versatility. You can see it right here from the freestanding table. It's a great angle right back to the sofa, or even if you're in the kitchen, if you want to angle it this way, you can do that as well. You'll see the multimedia center right down here, folks. That one is not only a radio, but also a DVD player. So if you want to watch a movie, you can put it in. Plug these audio video cables right into the back and you are good to go. You have this wallpaper on here, kind of has the brick look. Obviously you can't put a real brick in an RV. It just weighs too much, especially with trying to keep that weight down, allowing you to put more stuff in here. But at least it gives it that aesthetic and it helps it pop a little bit, so I am glad that they did it. You'll also see you have the fireplace right in the center. Folks, not only does this look really cool, but more importantly, that is a space heater. This will do a great job of taking the chill off in this room, and that way you don't have to use propane either. You'll also see that you have an electrical outlet over to the side, so if you are sitting at the table, you need to plug in like your laptop, tablet, something like that, you are able to do so. Right next to that, this is another feature I love. Again, something you don't normally see on a rear living floor plan in a travel trailer, and that is a big pantry. And I like the piece of glass that's in here. It says pantry on there. It just, again, kind of helps give it that little more residential feel. But when we take a look inside, folks, you can see how large this pantry is. You have a ton of space in here, which is fantastic. Your TV connections are located in here too, in case you're wondering where those are at. But again, you can see that this is a very large pantry. You can fit a ton of food in here, plus extra appliances. When I go camping, I generally like to bring a blender with me. I bring an electric griddle, which is why I talk about it in a lot of my videos, because it is things that I use. And so having a pantry like that gives you a great spot in which you can put them. Let's jump across the way here to the kitchen. So a couple things I want to talk about. First and foremost are the countertops. You do have beautiful upgraded countertops in here. You can see that they are the seamless thermofoil style of countertops, which I love because around the corners here, you know, unlike T-molding, which will sometimes pop away, you won't get that with this style of countertop. Plus, it allows for an undermount sink. Now, this sink, you'll see, does have a cover on here, so you can utilize all this as prep space, giving you plenty of prep space in here, especially because they gave you a cooktop cover as well. But when we take this top away, you will see the beautiful undermount apron front farm-style stainless steel sink. I think this is really cool that they're able to put the apron front on here. Again, it's something that, you know, you commonly see in like a lot of farmhouses. It's following the residential trend. I love that they were able to put it in an RV. You also have the high-rise faucet here, which you know, aids in washing and rinsing dishes. It gives you that extra height, so you're able to fit big pans down in that sink. Moving over to the side is that 3-burner cooktop I mentioned. As I said, it does have the glass cover. This folds up and back just like so, kind of providing a backsplash there too. As I mentioned, that will reveal your 3 burners. With the Furion cooktop here, you do have a light which lights it up. You can turn it off if you want, but it's just a cool extra aesthetic piece, nice little look at night. Plus, you know, if you want to turn all the other lights off, this can be like a little night light. If you have guests staying on the couch, it just kind of helps light it up just enough so they can find their way to the bathroom. If we drop this down, you will see you have an oven there in case you do enjoy baking while you're camping. And over to the side, we'll get to some of the storage underneath. A little bit of storage right there, not a ton, but, you know, little is better than nothing at all. You also can see the blue accent light that you have here kind of behind the apron front on the sink, helping to light things up there. You have 2 drawers right down here, so that way you do have a spot for your flatware as well as some of your larger utensils like your, you know, spatulas, serving spoons, maybe some bigger knives, things like that. Right up top, you have storage as you would suspect, so that gives you a good spot for your cups, plates, bowls. Ton of LED lights. I mean, look at this. You know, most manufacturers would only put 1 here. They put 2 right up here. You have another one down here. They're doing an excellent job of lighting up this space because they know that, you know, people like bright kitchens. I hate when the kitchen is dark and dingy. So not only do you have the 2 LED lights here, 2 down here, but you also have an electrical outlet there. So if you need to plug anything in, again, whether that is a, you know, your blender, whatever else you plan on plugging in, toaster, coffee maker, that gives you a place to do it there. You also have the microwave up top here, as well as the hood, and that, of course, has the light and fan built in. Right next door to that is the Dometic fridge-freezer combo, and we open that up. You see plenty of space in this one, a cutout there. You do have a couple of drawers down below, light in there as well. Folks, this one does run off both propane and electric, and also has automatic switchover. Now let's step up a little bit. We move into the bathroom here. You will see the neo-angle shower. So the thing I like about this shower setup is the doors, because essentially the way that these function is they're in a roller track. So when you open it up, all the water will go right down into the shower pan rather than a swing door where a lot of times it's all over your floor. I'll take a step in here just to give you an idea of height. So folks, I am 6 foot. You can see that I have just a little bit of room right here before I hit the ceiling. Under that skylight, I have a couple more inches. So, you know, even if you're 6'2", if you stand in here underneath the skylight, you're still able to shower without having to bend over. You'll also see you have a hand wand here as well as a shelf. That way you have a place to put your soap and shampoo. Right down here is your foot flush lever toilet. You'll see that obviously you have plenty of leg room here. I'm pretty wide in the shoulders. I have no issues with that either. I have plenty of room. And folks, this is a porcelain bowl. That's a pretty big deal for me, at least. Just kind of goes to show you that the manufacturer's putting in some quality components, because the porcelain bowl is a lot easier to clean and it'll stay looking nicer a lot longer. You won't get the stains that set in sometimes like they do on the plastic ones. Right next to that, they were able to fit in a linen closet. So you'll see the large linen closet right here. Plenty of room for your towels, your washcloths, any other bathroom goodies. Cubby hole right there as well. Next door to that, we have access to our plumbing and everything underneath. You can see that will be right down there. So if you ever do have to get to it, the water pump is in there as well. So, you know, a lot of times for winterization stuff, you have to be able to find the water pump. That's where it's located on this particular model. You have the sink right up top here, electrical outlet in case you need to plug anything in, decent sized countertops there as well. And if you take a look up top, you will also see the mirrored medicine cabinet. And again, that has pretty good storage. Last thing I want to talk about or touch on is if you take a look right up top, you will see the oversized vent fan in here, so that way it quickly will help all the moisture escape. The master bedroom has an RV queen size bed, so you're looking at 60 by 74 inches. And you also have storage underneath, so if you have some large items that you need to store under there, that is a great place for it. On both sides, you will see you have a nightstand and also an electrical outlet, as well as dual USB ports here too, just like you had back by that rear sofa. Again, if you have any electronics you need to charge, or if you have a CPAP machine you sleep with, you can bring that with you and have a place in which you can plug it in and a place that it can sit. You'll also see that you have double hanging wardrobes. You have one on each side there. You have a mirror on the door as well. And you have storage all along the top. Again, that fluted glass. And that's actually pretty decent storage there too. It's fairly deep. So that way it gives you a place you can put some of your folded clothes or your underwear, socks, things of that nature. And because it has the doors, it kind of hides everything behind there. You have windows on both sides as well. And if you like to watch TV before bed, you will see that you have connections for a TV right here on the wall, as well as a mount that is ready for an arm. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Alpha Wolf 23RD-L. Right up front here, folks, you will see that it has a power tongue jack. All you have to do is simply flip the switch here to lift and lower the tongue. You also see a little button right here for the light in case you're hooking up or disconnecting at night. Right behind that, you have your two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover. Of course, it's easy to get in there. Just undo the thumb screws, lift up the door, and that gives you direct access. Behind that a little bit further, you see rails there for your battery. And coming up the front is diamond plating to help protect that front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. You'll also see your front 3/4 cap on there, beautiful looking front cap. You have LED lights that are inlaid in there as well, just to help give it that extra aesthetic and pop at night. When you come around to the side, you will see that this one has solar prep. So folks, if you want solar, all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. Also, this is a feature that I really enjoy. Rather than having a door that swings up, this compartment door actually swings to the side. The reason I like it is because you can almost leave this open for the majority of the time to allow easy access in here. Whereas if it swings up, you know, sometimes it's just kind of a pain to be able to have to open that up. So I like the swing open to the side here. When we do take a look in there, you'll see that you have a couple LED lights. You also have a big baggage door on the other side as well. So if you have larger items, you're able to fit them in there, whether that is a grill or if you have you know, big executive chairs, things like that. Either way, you can fit those in there. Power awning right here. You can just touch of a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in. You do have an adjustable pitch. You can adjust that right here on both sides. That way, you know, whether it's water runoff or if you just want to drop it down for different angles to protect you from the sun, you can do that too. You'll see the LED light strip going across the top there. Cool thing about that, doesn't matter if the awning is fully extended like it is right now or if it's all the way rolled up, you can still utilize those lights. You also have lit speakers right here, which are pretty cool. Those are controlled by that multimedia center inside, but that unit is Bluetooth capable, so you can control it from right out here. Up top is a TV mount. You know, we've seen a couple of these. So that way you can mount the TV right out here if you desire to have one. Electrical outlet right there, as well as cable TV. So that way you have all your hookups located here. Take a look at those beautiful wheels, folks. You'll see that they are aluminum alloy wheels. And something else that's on here, you know, it probably didn't cost the manufacturer a whole lot, but it is a pretty neat feature, and that's this right here. So you can see that this is green right now. That's showing that your tire pressure is where it should be. If that flips to red, it means you have to put air in your tires. I know a lot of people that I've talked to that have had blowouts from, you know, not properly inflating their tires. So having that little option on there for me is pretty cool. You have a friction hinge door, so wherever you put it is kind of where it stays. And you'll see right behind that is your outside shower. Having an outside shower on the door side is pretty rare, something that, again, that I like about this, especially because it is right next to the steps. So if you're coming back from the beach or, you know, maybe your dog got into something you didn't want it to, you can use that outside shower, spray it off real quick, and then you can head right inside. This unit is also equipped with the More Ride Step, folks. Again, as I said, they're putting a lot of high-end amenities into this travel trailer, and More Ride Steps are one of those. This is a fantastic step system. You can see how solid it is. You know, if you're sick of trying to go in and out of a camper and having those bouncy steps, you certainly don't have to worry about it with the MORryde step system. It also has aluminum treads for your steps, so those aren't going to rust out on you. And it has the grip tape, so if it is wet, you have that extra traction. Plus, you have the foldable grab handle right here, so you have excellent control when entering or exiting this RV. We come around to the back side, you'll see your bumper right here. It has the end cap, so that way you have a place in which you can store your sewer hose there. Mounted to that is a spare tire with a cover. Hopefully you never have to use it, but in the event that you do, it's super easy to get to when it's mounted on the bumper, and the cover should help keep it in good shape. Take a look right up top there, folks. You'll also notice that this one has backup camera prep. So if you want a backup camera on here, having the prep makes it a lot easier to install, meaning that it will save you money on labor. On the off-door side, you will see the rest of your hookups. So you have cable as well as satellite right here. A black tank flush. This is really handy. That way when you're done draining out your black tank, you can hook a hose up right here. That black tank has sprayers built in, and it'll wash out any solids that were left behind. Both your water connections are right below, both for filling your freshwater tank if you're going somewhere without water hookup, or if you do have water hookup, you'll put that in this one right here. If you take a look right down below, you will also see your termination right here with both your gray and black tank valves. You'll notice how those are running to the fully enclosed, heated, and insulated underbelly, so that way this camper can operate in some colder temps. Lastly, your 30 amp service will be on the back side behind the slide. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Alpha Wolf 23RD-L. If you're interested in this beautiful travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.